Happy Thursday, everybody. D-Truth here, aka Dustin Ward, coming to you live and direct on Facebook Live from my basement. Enjoying my morning cup of coffee, here to give you a morning cup of truth. Alright guys, a little life update. What's going on with us? Things to talk about. Oh, Piper's new schedule. We got her on a new schedule. We noticed that... What up, Brian? How you doing, homie? We noticed that Piper was having a hard time. We were doing it wrong. She went to pre-K from 12 to 3. When she got out of pre-K, I would let her play on her tablet or watch a movie or something for an hour before she laid down for a nap, and then she was napping from about 4 to 6. And then we put her to bed around 10, but then we had been slacking off at putting her to bed at 10. We started putting her to bed closer to 11. Her attitude became insane. We were extremely tired at the end of the night, so you know what? We said it's time to switch something up. What we started doing is just skipping the nap after pre-K. We started laying her down at 8 o'clock, and guys, it's amazing. I love it. I got a few hours free every night to do some more work. That's how I was able to get all these graphics done the other day. Good morning, Kelly. Thank you for tuning in again. Good morning, Jimmy, and somebody else tuned in too. I can't tell who it is by the picture. But yeah, guys, that's kind of a little life update on what's going on with me. Is there anything else going on? I'm really excited about this studio setup. I've been looking at how to hook up a microphone to my phone, actually, an external mic. Seems like it's going to be super easy, and I'm going to be able to do it. What up, Chad? How you doing, homie? Happy Thursday, brother. But yeah, I should be able to hook up a microphone to my phone, get some a lot better audio. And damn it, dude, I keep forgetting to do this. It's going to cut out for a second, then it'll come right back in, all right? Doing? Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, guys, today's topic, what are we going to talk about today? Social media. All right, now, I feel like I'm at that age group where, I grew up most of my childhood without the internet. And to talk about social media, first we have to talk about the internet. I grew up most of my childhood without the internet, but it was introduced to me in... it was probably high school is when I had first access to the internet. I remember my dad getting a computer. He got a Gateway 2000, and it basically just turned into a paperweight because the way the first computers were released, there was a bunch of trial programs, and my dad had spent his entire tax return check on this TV, and what happened is he spent his entire tax return check, he got it, he was typing up all these papers and doing all this shit on it, but it was all trial programs that were on the computer. You had to invest more money into the programs, and he didn't realize that, and he was flat broke at that time. Yo, I remember that Gateway. I know, right, Adam? So yeah, basically it just turned into a giant paperweight. And I was actually talking to my dad this morning because I kind of want to get some more background information on all of this. And he told me that he's actually never bought a computer since then. He's always just relied on my grandfather's hand-me-downs, which seems to be going well for him. So yeah, that was the first computer that we had. I wasn't allowed on it because, like I said, they were so expensive. My dad was the type of dude that was working 2 to 3 jobs every, throughout my entire education, my dad was working 2 or 3 jobs. He didn't have to stop doing that until I got out of his house. So yeah, it just, it was very expensive. But come high school, my grandparents actually got me my very first computer. It was a laptop when I was in 9th grade. And my buddy Adam helped me set up a MySpace on it. And I started using the computer more as a tool as well. I had no foresight to see what all this could turn into though. When I first got that MySpace account, what I used it for was networking with different other bands and venues, and I'd be messaging them, and that's how I got all of our shows growing up, was through MySpace. Yeah, and with that, I just jumped in it without any guide, no regulations whatsoever, which I think is kind of fucking silly. I should not have been able to just create like a MySpace account by myself and have access to all this shit without some kind of like parental guidance behind it. But like nobody knew anything about it whatsoever. So my notes for today are super small. I got like 4 bullet points and I was just going off of those. So right now I'm at jumping in with no guide. So yeah, I created this MySpace account, and I used MySpace heavily throughout high school. High school ended, it started to become about like Facebook once I got to college. When I got on Facebook, it seemed a lot different. It was like MySpace was great for music. I did not really get the same vibe from Facebook at the time. When I got to college, I mainly started focusing on like performing at a local music venue called Be Here Now. And that was great, and I didn't really have to do a whole lot of social media work in that. We would release YouTube videos, but guys, like I said, I had no foresight to see how to do this shit, like how to produce content whatsoever. I remember my boss at the music venue he'd always tell us to get on social media and be more active and shit, but like it felt so unnatural to me that it was like really hard for me to get on here and like put myself out there. There was a point where I did start getting on Facebook and putting myself out there, but I was putting myself out there the completely wrong way. I was being a super negative, sarcastic, basically just fucking prick. I remember getting to Twitter and that was bad for me. Like I was just like talking shit to people on Twitter. Like basically I went to the dark side of the internet, and I fell into that dark side for quite a while. I still had a Facebook account, but I was like a ghost scroller, I'd just be like fucking scrolling through all the posts, and I followed a lot of people that would post up like police brutality videos, and I'd watch like a bunch of fucking fight videos and shit. What up, Cameron? How you doing, homie? Happy Thursday. I'd watch a bunch of fight videos. I got like real deep into like some like conspiracy theory rabbit holes, which I don't think it's bad to get your mind like working like that and like thinking about all the different possibilities. But when you get like too deep into it, it's really, it starts fucking affecting you. Yeah, Be Here Now is fucking great for shows. I completely agree with that. It's awesome. It's really the only place around that you can go to see good fucking shows. But yeah, so I got onto the dark side of the internet though, guys. Like I just, I wasn't using it for productive means. There for a while with the absolute shit. I don't know, we were just so cocky back in the day, man. We thought like our shit didn't stink and everybody loved our nuts. Like that's just the way that we thought. And it just, I don't know. It's kind of funny. Like, I think it's important to be like a dick early on in life. That way you can grow the fuck up and like move past that shit. Because I see so many people that are like still my age or like maybe even older than me that are still kind of just like fucking bullies, man. And it's just like, I think it's because they held all that shit back when they were younger. So yeah, I think like people can change if you like give them time. But yeah, anyways, I was going to the dark side of the internet, and that shit it wasn't good for my mind. Like, I was full of negativity because like what you consume like comes out. That's just that's the way it is. So like I was consuming all this like fucking negative content, and my thoughts started to become negative. And then backtrack about a year ago, I started seeing my homies like Lacey and Tim Garza on here. And they're talking about, like, making money on Facebook. And Paige has always been talking about, like, I just want to fucking travel. I want to travel all over the world in, like, an RV or a bus or whatever. And I'm like, that shit sounds tight, but, like, how the fuck are we going to do that? I'm a real, like, practical person. I give it to her. She can dream. And then, like, I'm an asshole sometimes, though. And I'm just, like, immediately, like, too real, I guess. Which I'm trying to like stop that. I'm trying to think like more outside the box and just because I'm slowly understanding what you think can become reality if you put actions behind it. Anyways, I started seeing like Tim and Lacey online, and they were just like full of positivity. They were bringing each other up. They were representing this product that they could really stand behind. And I bought the product for Paige. It did wonders for her, and she hopped on board on the social media train too. And mind you, Paige, like, she didn't really have a whole lot of friends on her social media page when she started this, maybe like 1,000 or something like that. She's up to like over 3,000 friends now because she's been that active just adding people. And she's been doing a great job of building people up. And I saw her doing it, and I saw the way it was affecting her. And, you know, when she was working at the bar, people used to call her the bar mom. Because, I mean, she'll just sit there and listen, and she genuinely cares about every single human being. And, you know, I'm trying to become more like that too, guys. So, you know, I've had these ideas of like maybe doing like a video podcast thing, and like, you know, I watched a lot of like YouTube podcasters, and I just finally said, fuck it, I'm going to jump in board and like hop on this train and see where it goes. And guys, like, this shit's been life-changing so far. It's only been a couple weeks that I've been active with this, and I feel insanely better. I've stopped like making up excuses for myself. I'm trying to think outside the box. I'm accepting new opportunities. I talked about it a couple days ago, but this dude, Joey, he posted up that he was trying to do some like personal training for some people. I contacted him. That's not anything that I would normally do, but I'm really trying to step outside my comfort zone because, one, I think it'll like make for good content to give you guys. Like, I'll be able to show you guys like the transformation of me. And I think it'll be really good motivation for me. It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I just hate working out though. But I think being held accountable to my trainer and to you guys, that'll help me out significantly. I start that Monday. Also on Monday, I'm doing my first interview. I'm really excited about that. I never thought that I'd be so excited to interview somebody, but yeah, I'm getting pretty fucking excited for it. I'm gonna try to figure out a better mic system throughout this weekend for this. There's a lot of things that like I'm not doing on social media. I'm not perfect on here, guys. Like, my hashtags could be better. When it comes to my YouTube page, I need to start tagging those videos. I haven't tagged a single video on my YouTube page yet. I just started doing Instagram, and that's weird of itself. I do like how the Instagram story ties up with the Facebook story. Like, that's fucking tight. I mean, that saves time. But yeah, man, there's just a lot of platforms, and I need to start doing Twitter. It's just, I mean, I can't limit myself on the reach that I have, is basically what I'm saying. I'm going to keep doing these Cup of Truths on Facebook for right now, but eventually, I think, honestly, they'll probably move over to YouTube. We'll see how it goes. I really like YouTube's platform, though, and I want to use Facebook to still connect. I really like the Facebook Messenger app. That's been great lately. But yeah, another thing I could talk about too, I had a homie, Devin Rogers, comment on one of my videos yesterday, and he's like, show me how to do what you're doing. Like, I feel like I've been through some shit, and like, I know he's been through some shit, and he has a story to tell too. Guys, it's super simple. I'm using a $400 phone and these AirPods. And you don't even need the AirPods, you just need the phone. From that, all I'm doing is I'm uploading this video. I save it to my phone. I upload it to YouTube on my computer. You can go to a library if you don't have a computer. Upload it to YouTube. From YouTube, I do a YouTube to MP3 conversion for the sound format. And then I upload that to Podbean. And then from Podbean, you can submit it to Spotify and Apple Music, which I keep talking about doing that, and I haven't tried to submit it yet. That's definitely on the to-do list this weekend, though. Once that happens, guys, it's going to be a fucking game changer. I'm just going to be able to say, look up Wardsall World on Spotify, and everybody's going to be able to see our like Cup of Truth and Tea with Mama P podcast. Me with the videos and Cass. See, man, that's what I'm talking about. It's just like, I want to see more people, because that's what I saw. I saw people getting on here doing the same thing that I'm doing, maybe a little bit different. Everybody's got their own spin on it. But I was just watching people, and they inspired me to do it. So I started doing it too. I'd love to see some of the people that have been like watching my show daily start doing this. I know Kelly definitely has. Kelly's been killing the Facebook game. She's also a new affiliate. I had to hop out of the rabbit hole. This is coming from Katie King. She commented, I had to hop out of the rabbit hole after a few years because it was making me miserable and depressed and paranoid. Have to be careful not to get lost in the negative. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I was going through the same shit. I mean, there's like, I don't know, what was it, a couple years ago? Facebook came out and admitted they like altered. I'm not going to give you guys like specific numbers on anything, like, because I don't fucking know the exact numbers, but it was something like they altered like 1 million people's fucking Facebook feeds. They were doing like an experiment, and for half of them they like showed them nothing but like positive content, and they noticed that and then the other half they showed them nothing but negative content, and they noticed that the people's posts started to resemble what they were seeing on Facebook. Like, if they were seeing positive shit, they would start posting positive shit. If they started seeing negative shit, they would start posting negative shit. So, I mean, like, it's fucking nuts. Like, they're starting to realize that this shit really does affect us. To what extent, we're still figuring out. And, but guys, I used to be kind of scared of social media and shit. It's at a point now, though, where I feel like we're in a golden era of it. Because there's not a whole lot of people doing what the fuck I'm doing, man. Like, there's just not. And there's gonna be way fucking more, I promise you. But I see so much bitching going on the interwebs, guys. Like, and I'm not necessarily talking to anybody that's watching right now. Honestly, everyone that's watching right now is like not guilty of that shit. But guys, there's so much bitching that I see going on. Like, nobody. Do you think your audience gives a fuck if you're, like, people don't like being attacked. If you're sitting there saying, like, whining, like, nobody's paying attention to my content, they're probably not fucking paying attention to your content because you're, like, because you're bitching. I mean, I see this, and I feel like musicians are super fucking guilty of this, like, especially rappers. Like, guys, like, don't focus on who's not paying attention to your shit. Focus on who is paying attention to your shit. Yo, what up, bro? Hey, Tim, thank you for tuning in, homie. What up, Mitch? How you doing, homie? Can't wait to see you Monday. But yeah, guys, just fuck it. Your audience doesn't want to see you bitch. Like, I promise you that. Fill them with positivity, and positivity will come back. And yeah, that's how I found the light, though, guys. Like, I found a mentor. You know, and when I started getting deep into this company too. What up, Piper?
Can I have a blue dust water so I can put Chelsea in it?
Here in a minute.
Okay.
Got a little daughter interruption. Yeah, I'll get with you here in a minute.
But Daddy, can I have a granola bar?
Yes, you can have a granola bar.
But can you open it when I'm done?
You can open it. You can open it. All right, bring it to me and I'll open it. Whatever. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I know you can open it, though. She already had her strawberries and raspberries. Yeah, when I started, like, getting deeper into this, like, company, though, I realized a big part of it is the secret and, like, the power of positive thought. And, guys, that shit got me hooked. Like, I've been on that fucking train since I learned about the secret in high school. And it's just it's amazing. What's up, Piper? No, you can't have crackers. You know you can't have crackers in the morning. What kind of question is that? She knows the answers to these, and she still is asking them. But yeah, guys, that's my story about social media, though. I'm still learning how to do this shit. There's a lot to it. And if you guys have any, like, questions or just want to reach out to me about anything, I've had, like, some people just reach out to me and say that, like, I've inspired them to, like, really, like, start pursuing their own business goals, and it hasn't been anything related to my company, and I'm totally fucking fine with that, guys. Like, I just want to help you guys out, because just remember, you're the only thing holding your back, and we're all we got. So stay up, family. I love y'all, and yeah, I think I'm gonna get off here now. I'll see you guys tomorrow for our Family Friday at 9 o'clock. Yes, you can have nuts.
Okay.
Yep. Here, I'll open them for you.
Okay, but
Hey, you want to say hi to the people real quick?
I have to sit on your lap.
All right, that's cool.
I don't have shoes on.
Say what up, people. What would you tell them this morning, Piper? What would you talk about if you had your own podcast called Piping with Piper? What would you talk about?
Riper.
You talk about what?
Riper.
Riper? You do smell pretty ripe right now. It's early. It's early. I will call you later, homie. I love you. Secret. Yeah, dude. I will definitely do that, Ryan. So yeah, man. Stay up, guys. I know this kind of fucking died off at the end here. A whole lot of pauses and shit, but fuck it. That's why Facebook Live's so cool. I can't edit anything. She's the real star of the show. She is a fucking real star of the show. She's what's inspired like most of what I've done in life, straight up. I mean, having her has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. I tell people all the time, like if they're talking about how they never want kids and shit, I'm like, fuck that, man. Have a kid. It'll show you a lot about yourself, I promise. I promise you will learn a lot about yourself. And I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm trying to learn patience is a big thing for me. I'm trying to be more patient with her. Right now, our big problem is repeating myself. I have to repeat myself all the time, don't I? When I'm asking you to do something. And that's been what we're struggling to get through right now. But we're going to get there. I know we will. But yeah, guys, I love you. Stay up. Everybody have a good weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for our Family Friday. And then I'll be coming at you guys next week with some more Cup of Truth. The first show next week is my first interview. So yeah, much love, everybody. Peace.